Okay. Let's start. Okay. The first one, ongludo, ongludo. Okay, ongludo. So remember the letter T, the sound of the letter T, and the sound of the letter O. We link the sound. Okay. Then it becomes ongludo, do.
Ongluto.
Yeah. Ongludo,
Ongluto.
Luto.
ludo,
Luto.
Do.
do, do. Yeah.
Ongluto.
It's like when you invite somebody, when you invite a guest in, like come like in English, like come on in, come in, come on in, come in. Oh, and the other one ong tum, okay, ong tum o, tum o. Here, we also link the sound, the sound of the M and the sound of the letter O. Then it becomes tumo,
Tumo.
tumo, ong tumo.
Ongtomo.
Yeah, ong tumo. So remember that when you end with O, then it means the listener is just one person. Okay. But if the listener is more than one person, then you use vo, vo, vo instead of o. So I'm inviting two or more guests. Then I say onglut vo. Okay, vo. Here in this example, I just wrote down o because it's meant for only one person.
What's the
Ongtumo.
difference? What's the
The
difference
different.
between those two things then, Michael? Look,
The same, the same.
oh, same. Okay.
Uh, no,
So the
it's
first
like come in and come on in. What's the difference between come in and come on in? I have heard some people say come in and some people say come on in.
yeah.
Is there any difference between the two words?
No.
No. Yeah, like that. And I I sometimes I hear people say come in and set a spell, right? Or take a load. What?
Yeah.
uh, okay.
Come in and set a spell.
Yeah, set a spell.
Is that a bit like going to Jericho?
Yeah. uh, I think that the term is a bit jocular, right?
Yeah.
I think.
What would we say in English for that?
Uh-huh.
Come in and...
Well, it means it's old English. It means a little while.
Just a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
Yeah. Stay a while.
Ah, okay. My mind was in the world of Harry Potter.
Ongludo, ongtumo, okay? You can say either one you like.
Okay.
And when somebody says that and you say ole, okay. When somebody says come in and you say thank you and then you enter the house, but in Teizang you don't say thank you, just say ole ole.
Ole.
Away.
And well, there is unnecessary space. Ongludatong, okay? ONG is one word, and LUT is a separate word. Ongludatong. Then when somebody invites you in, and then you say, "Oh, I better not come in because I have to do something else, or I'm in a hurry to go somewhere." So then you say, "Ongludatong." It's a bit similar to can I take a rain check?
Not now, later.
No, later, yeah. Or maybe later.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the exact English equivalent.
Yeah, not now, later. Maybe later.
And that's for Onglu
Datong. Yeah. You can directly translate into like I better not come in because I have something else to do or somewhere else to go.
Mhm.
And the next one is man mo ing. Man mo ing. Okay? Man mo ing. Which means I am in a rush or I am in a hurry. So you can give a reason, okay? A reason for not wanting to come in. So
There was
then,
me thinking it had something to do with sin
uh-huh.
because
So,
of more.
yeah. Man mo
But it
ing.
doesn't.
Man
Man,
mo
what?
ing. I'm in a hurry. So I
I'm
better
in a
not come
hurry.
in. Ông
Mhm.
lu đã tống man mo ing. So these two phrases go together. Ông lu đã tống man mo ing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Once
more, M-A-W-H, is hurry.
more along is sin, yes.
Okay.
And or it can mean guilt.
Hmm.
I thought I was being really clever there. I wrote down sin. It's got something to do with sin.
But when you say sin, then you say mo na. Okay? Mo
Right.
na.
Oh, no.
So in describing the abstract noun, we say na na na. Abstract noun.
So strictly speaking, the two phrases are actually how you would respond after saying no, not yes. So
Yeah.
you would say no, perhaps a little later, or
Yep.
no, I'm in a
In a
hurry.
hurry. Yeah.
But you actually have said yes, ole.
Ole. Yeah, I put a slash.
Oh, so these are just three alternatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You see, if you say yes, then you just say ole. And if you
Okay.
say no, then you give these two phrases. Ông lu
Okay.
đã tống man mo ing.
So if I wanted to be rude and just said no,
I.
I.
AIH. I.
You'll never get invited again.
Yeah, that's my plan.
You're not gonna say I, right?
That's rude, is it?
Rude or yeah. How do we say? Unconsiderate.
Hmm.
Unconsiderate.
Impolite.
Discourteous.
Yeah, impolite.
Mm.
Because you how do we say? You wear out their hospitality.
Yeah.
Okay, are we clear on this?
Mhm.
Then the next one. And Ong Kong Di Ve, it is also a way of inviting somebody to come in and sit down. Ong Kong Di Ve is like come in and sit down. Come in and sit down. Kung is sit, okay? Ong Kong Di Ve. So you see in Myanmar, you have seen the roads, the streets, and the houses. So you can talk to people on the street from your house, right? You're sitting in your house, and you look out of the door, and you see people passing by, and you can just shout to them, "Oh, where are you going? Just why don't you come in and sit down?" Kung di ve?
Mm. Mhm. Did you say D? Or
Di.
D? D.
Ong Kong.
Hong Kong Di Ve. Hong
Okay.
Kong Di Ve.
Yeah. Kung di ve?
Di Ve.
Mm. So come in and sit down, or you can say in English, "Why don't you come and sit down?"
Mhm.
Why don't you? Yeah, it's a kind of a offering or inviting. And the other one is "ong ho ve." "Ong ho ve" is like visit me, okay? Visit me, or drop in, drop by. Why don't you drop by? Come over. Why don't you come over to my house? "Ong ho ve."
Have we had ho before? H-A-W-H.
Ho.
Does that ho?
Ho.
What does it mean on its own?
Ho is visit. Just a formal visit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pay a visit to me. Ong ho ve. Visit me or come over to my house. Or you can simply say drop in, drop by. Tony, aman here. Drop in, drop by.
Yeah, that's good. I was just if there was a crowd of us walking down the road past your house and you said come in, would you just say Hong Kong de ve voir?
Yeah. Okay. And
I knew that.
If you had a big house.
sorry?
If you had a big enough house. Sorry. Sorry.
You see, sometimes you go to somebody's place, but not into the house. You just talk to them in front of their house, standing, having a small chit chat, and then the host might offer you, "Hong Kong di ve? Why don't you just come in and sit down?" And you can respond like "Bai nang nei lying, bai nang nei lying." Bai nang is some place to go. Okay.
Okay.
Bai is go, right? Bai nang is some place to go. Nei lying, I still have some place to go. So I can't come in. What I mean is I can't come in because I still have some place to go. Bai nang nei lying. And the other one, bai phot mai dong. It's like I better get going. I better go. Bai phot mai dong. I better go.
So they're both turning down the invitation.
Yeah, exactly. And the formal one is more more polite.
What's phot? P-H-O-T?
Phot. By put is directly translated as just. I will just go. Okay, I will just go for now. Like this. But the combination of the words makes I would say a different meaning. Like I better go. I better go. I better go. By nang nei lying means I have some place. I still have some place to go. Oh, by phot mai dong. Well, I will just go for now.
So this is where I would get confused listening, because nang to me there would be you or your, and trying to detect the difference
Okay.
would be quite hard.
Like I told you, nang, the sound is stressed a little bit longer. Nang,
Okay.
nang is something to do. Nang, okay, nang is you.
Okay.
It depends on the sound, the way you make the sound. Nang is something to, like in English, it's like the to infinitive. Okay, the to infinitive. By nang, nang, nang. But the very short sound, nang, is you. Okay. Then when somebody says ong ho ve, okay, again, ong ho ve, then you can say ni dang jiang ong ho dong e, ni dang jiang, some other day. Okay, ni is day, ni dang some other day. Ong ho dong e, I will visit you. I will visit you some other day or later. Someday. So when we combine all the words, I will visit you some other day. someday later. Nidang jiang.
And Onghove is simply visit.
Yeah, visit. Come visit me.
Come and visit. Yeah.
So you turn down the offer. Oh, maybe later.
So dong was other.
Dang, yes.
Dong, other.
Yeah, other.
Other. Thank you.
So the pronunciation would be the closest word, the closest word with D-U-N-G.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the meaning is quite awful, right?
Different, very different.
So nidang, other day, some other day. Nidang jiang. Someday in the future, I mean, okay. Nidang jiang.
So Siang.
Jiang is it.
A preposition.
I see it regularly. Yeah.
Say it again.
Jiang, okay. Jiang is a preposition. So, you see, someday in the future. Nidang jiang. Dang nidang is all just the nidang is someday, some other day, but jiang is a preposition. So it's like on some other day. Okay. For example, when you talk about the hour, okay, at 2 p.m., then you say 9 jiang. 9 jiang. This jiang is a preposition of time.
Mm-hmm.
Jing jiang, tomorrow. Jiang is the preposition of time. Nidak jiang, tonight. Jiang. Jing jiang. Nidak jiang. Okay? And mai gal jiang. Mai is next.
So last time we had Sing Siang, which is
Jing
tomorrow.
jiang. Yeah, tomorrow. Then the jiang is the preposition of time.
The future. Okay.
But in English, you have different preposition to mean the future, like in 2 weeks, right? In 2 weeks, or in 5 years' time. Like the in English, we use jiang. Okay. Nidang jiang ong ho tong e. I will come visit you some other day. And in the wow. Let me share a screen because there is a unnecessary space. Yeah, it should be like this. In tek de na u ya. It should be like this. In tek is the horse of a family. Okay? And is you are at a place. A question. So na hiya. In tek de na hiya. Then it's similar to the English word anybody home? Anybody home? You knock on to the door of a house and say, oh, anybody home?
Here.
Intek, okay, intek.
Intek.
Intek is the owner of the house, the family, the host. Say.
So in his home, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Tek is the owner.
Owner. And is tech when it's on its own? Does that mean owner?
Tek, right? Tek, when it combines with in, then it becomes owner. But tek on its own is all.
All.
Old, yes. Putek, old man. We say pitek. Yeah. Putek is old man.
You shouldn't have told him that one.
Old,
Why are you paranoid, brother?
I think I know you, brother.
Could you say mototek for owner of the car?
no. In that sense, we have a different word. Motor neighbor. Neighbor. Nei is half, okay? Ba is somebody who owns. Motor neighbor. Tek alone is all. When you combine with bu or bi, then it becomes old man, old woman. Putek, bitek, okay? But when you combine the tek with the the house, then it becomes the horse of the family. The horse.
Bit like us saying home, isn't it? Anybody at home?
Yep,
We'd
yep.
say, yeah.
Anybody home?
People keep knocking on the head and asking me that question.
Is there anybody home like that?
So that na'amu here in that
Yeah.
situation, you've
Are
added
you
an
there? Are you there?
you added a u to make it plural, really. Is
Yep.
that
U
yeah.
means the plural.
Yeah, sure.
To make it
So
plural, then here you remember this there means the plural noun.
Yeah,
U is the plural verb, right?
understand.
Okay. Oye. Oye. Steve, what is that? Oye.
Good.
Good.
Well done. Okay.
Well done.
But it took me a long time to spot the na here in that, I must admit.
Na here is singular. U,
Yeah.
na,
Because you're a
here
bit slow, brother.
Okay. Then on to the next one. When you say anybody home, and then
If they say no, you know they're lying.
yeah, they won't say no, right? So they say Omma onge. Yes, we are here. Yes, we are. Omma means we, okay? We are here. Omma onge. Omma onge. Then here, when they will offer you, right? Ong lud o, then you alone, and then ong lud vo, offer to two or more people. Come in.
It's actually quite a good expression for us to use when we're going from house to house.
Yep, exactly.
In Tigte,
It is considered polite to ask this when you go to a house. Even though you see the owner in the house, but it's considered polite to ask. Seeing that
in
seeing that they
Tigte
are
uhia.
na omuhia.
In Tigte na uhia.
Yes. Maonge. Yes, we are. Ong Ludvo. Come on in. Come in. Ong Lud O. If you are alone, they will say Ong Lud O. And if you have a company, and they will say Ong Lud Vo. Feel. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it is. I understand. Yeah.
Okay. Celia?
Yes, thank you.
Oh. Okay, wrote. Then the next one. Qua tên om nay vua. Qua tên om nay vua. Yeah, this one is similar to anybody home. But sorry. Qua tên om nay vua is who okay. Who are you there in the house? Okay. And when you visit a friend and when you go to their house, then you ask. Qua tên om nay vua is a way of asking anybody home. Who are you? Who are you in there? Who are you there inside? Like this. I'm sure you don't say this thing in English.
No.
Would be the most normal, that one or the one before.
Mm-hmm. Anybody home is enough, right? But in Teizang, we want to make sure who are in the house. How many people are in the house? We want to make sure that. That's when we ask. Qua Ting is who? How many? Omnewa. How many of your family are in the house now? Like this.
So would you use both every time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Qua Ting Omnewa, or you can say Naomuhia. It depends on your choice.
Yeah.
It's okay to use the two phrases together, and if you want, you can just say one. Naomuhia. You see,
Is kua a standalone word?
what Gua is who.
Who?
Who, yeah. Gua Ting, who and how many. For example, you say this Gua Ting Omni Wa, and then at present in my house, my father is in the house and my mother is out. Then I say, oh, me and my father only. The response. So you have to tell them. You have to tell them who are in the house at the time of asking.
Tang is to live, yeah.
Teng is like it shows the number.
Okay.
It's like Gua Teng means how many people. Okay, Gua Teng it means how many people are in the house right now.
But Tang in another context means live.
Yes, live.
Yeah.
But the sound is longer. Teng.
Okay.
That's why I didn't want you to want to tell you the difference between this kind of thing, because I thought it might get you confused for a start. That's why I leave it for the later lesson. You might want to give up, right?
No.
You see, it's interesting because once you understand the variation in the sound and the difference in meanings, yeah, it's very interesting. And it's very fun, a lot of fun, learning the variation of sounds and the different meanings they have. Okay.
Amazing.
So, Gua Teng Omne Wa. Okay, Omne Wa. This Ne Wa. Ne Wa is originally it is Nahi U A. So when you combine all the sounds, Nahi Ua, Nahi Ua, Newa, 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 it becomes Newa. Only the Teizang, not the Titit. Konting Om Newa, the original words is this Nahi Ua. But when you combine, then it becomes Newa. So what's do you call it? Then how can you contract? How can you combine all these words and say in a shorter way? In English.
Nahibawa.
No. This one.
What do you?
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Shorten,
Shortened sound.
Abbreviation.
What's
abbreviation, yeah, abbreviation.
Abbreviated.
What do you?
Yeah.
What when you what, sorry, for example, you see, I want to tell you the name of something and it hasn't come to my mind.
What's the name?
Straight away.
What's the name?
What's the name? What's the
Oh, right, okay.
like this.
What do you
Okay,
call it?
I connect all the sounds.
Yeah.
See, it can be what's going on, right? You can sound like what's going on. What's going on? The informal would be like this. Going on. What's going on? So that way.
Okay.
When you contract all the sound, when you connect all the sounds, then it becomes newa. The very formal words are this, the base words. Then this is the contracted ones. Nahi a becomes newa. So that's why the English language spoken by the natives is very difficult to understand for non-native learners. The same problem. We have the same problem when learning English. Okay, so when you say "Go ting om nei wa," then they will say "Go ting om a." Go ting. Here we are. Go is we, okay? Go ting, just us, okay? It's like just us.
Okay.
Go ting ngomong just us. And the next one. Anwa min ong kung o. It is a polite way of inviting someone in. Okay, come in. Kung is sit down, right? Ong kung o is come in and sit down. But anwa min, it means how do we say, comfortably. So it can mean when you directly translate this phrase into English, it should be like, come in and sit down at your comfort.
So make yourself at home, we'd say.
Yeah, make yourself at home. Yeah, sort of.
More friendly expression.
A very friendly and polite expression. Yeah. Make
Welcoming. Yeah.
Nuam is comfortable. Okay. Nuam in Kongo, come in and sit down comfortably, like this. So you can simply say, make yourself at home.
How would you respond to that? Just lung dam,
Lung dam, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the next one is
Can I ask you to go back one? Sorry.
okay.
The Kotengom ungi,
Koting omong
which is just us.
just us.
I wrote down before that foot was just. So would you ever use that in that context?
Fort? No. Just think. Koting.
Okay.
Koting.
Fine.
Just go. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the next one, when you go visit somebody's house, then you say, how do we say, like, oh, nice place you have here, right? It's like giving comments.
Okay.
Na inu hoy sele
We're today.
na in.
No, in.
Oh no, we have double N. Okay. Na in u hoy sele. Please add one in. We have double in for house. So na in is your
Oh,
house.
that's why I didn't understand it.
Nice one.
It might be.
Not really.
Yeah.
House is good.
Nice house.
Yeah, nice house. Na inu your house. Hoi is nice. And this sele, okay? Sele is a kind of an exclamatory sentence. Oh, nice place you have here. No, it's not grammatical. You see, in English also, you sometimes say things, you see, grammatically, right? Which are not grammatical.
Yeah,
So
true.
nice place you have here.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, sele is a kind of giving comments, good comments.
Mm.
So like an exclamation.
Yep.
Yeah. Love your house.
Like this.
So that's interesting. Do you ever use kind of punctuation like we do exclamation marks to emphasize?
Not really.
Okay.
We depend mostly on our sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, let me give you another example. What is cold, right? Then, when it is very cold, I want to say it in exclamatory sentence. How cold, right? Then we say, "What sele?" It's like, how cold?
You're not asking how cold it is. You're saying it's very cold. How cold?
Yeah. That way. That way we use sele.
Mm-hmm.
And am I right, Michael, that you're not having exclamation marks because this is not really a written language? You go back to idiom to go with written language. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why. Here, I just wrote in order for you to understand. So, napuan, right? Napuan, your shirt, and hoi is nice, right? So, you have a nice shirt.
That's another phrase Steve will be using.
Yeah.
That's the regular one.
Napuan is how nice your shirt is. Or the similar one. What a nice shirt you have. What a nice shirt you have. So the overall sentence is like it is an exclamatory sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this sense, we use sele.
Sam sele, Steve.
Siam sele. But when you say this to the person directly, when I say this to Steve face to face, we don't say sele. We say si jia. Xiam si jia. How good you are. When you're talking to the person face to face, use si jia.
Sorry, Tony. What did you say?
I would say nice hair.
Okay.
Nice hair. Oh, nice hair is nasam. Your hair, not you.
Yeah.
Then you say sele. Okay. Your hair is nice. Nasam hoi sele. But the quality of you yourself, we say si jia. Rhoda, is it confusing?
The only thing I'm. Can you just tell me what the siam is at the beginning? SIAM.
Siam is good. Good. You are good. You're doing good.
Oh yeah, and siasi. Yeah, okay, that's the explanation. Got you. Thank you.
So would you ever say hoi CCR?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you are looking. You look good.
Hmm.
And you say this to the person face to face.
So what's the difference between Siam and hoi?
Siam is something you are good at.
Mm-hmm.
Hoi is your look.
Okay. I get them both all the time.
Yeah. Oh, then, which means you deserve it.
Oh, Fisher.
Okay. And when somebody say then you respond here.
Hmm.
Here means it's a humble way of responding to appraisal. When somebody praise you, then you respond to the person in a humble way. Do you think so? Like, is that so? Do you think so?
Hmm.
But in English, you never say this kind of thing.
Hmm.
You just say, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah. So would the here be said in a kind of low, quiet way, like humble way of saying it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
kind of dismiss it.
when somebody say, "Oh, you have a nice hair," and then, "Oh,
Yeah.
is that so? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do you see that way? Like this. It's a humble, very humble, but you are pleased in the heart. But you say your humble words.
Mm.
That's the culture of a Teizang language. You see, something very different between English and Teizang is you the English people, you are like, how do we say, um, you are open and frank in what you say. But in Teizang, we are not very frank. We are like, how do we say, secretive. So, for example, when somebody invites you or offer you a drink, like a cup of coffee, it's a polite way. It's considered polite to turn down at first. But when they insist, then you accept and say thanks. Okay. It's the opposite of the English culture.
Sounds a bit risky to me.
Oh yeah, but it's not concerned with the English people like you, but in our society, the Teizang community. I go to visit a friend's house, and then they offer me, "Oh, would you like a cup of coffee?" And then I would say, okay, I must say, oh, I am supposed to say, "Oh, no, thank you." But they are supposed to say again, "Oh, I insist." Then I accept. Thank you.
It would work. Yeah, it would work over here when someone calls in and you say, "Would you like your coffee?" And they say, "No, thanks." And then we'd say, "Oh, we're having one just now," and then they would say, "Oh, yes." So
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
exist a bit.
Yeah.
So this heating here is how you would accept it in the end. Accept the coffee in the end.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the compliment,
Yeah,
isn't
lung da mei.
Hmm.
In here, it means that's it also surprised you. Okay, so then we go on. Lung da mei. Is that
Ah.
so? Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Do you think so? Yes, thank you.
It's the kind of thing that Wong Tong would have said when we said we liked her flower garden.
Uh-huh.
We like her flowers, and she kind of looks a bit embarrassed, but says something and
Yes, yes.
shows us something else. Yeah.
You are pleased with the comments, but
Mm.
a bit embarrassed or humble.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
That's the way. That's the way of Teizang people.
Mhm.
Tony won't have much use for that phrase.
See, it is unofficially considered that if somebody says good things about you and then you say, "Oh, thank you," then people might have they might have some opinion about you,
Hmm.
thinking that
Arrogant.
this person is like bold or
Arrogant. Yeah.
arrogant. Yeah.
Or prideful.
Yeah. Prideful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you respond. Yeah. Do you think so? Oh, thank you.
I'm glad I see that.
This the culture of the language.
So normally when someone says they like my hair, I would just say I know or something like that.
But for you, never mind. You're not expected to humble that much because
We could try.
Everybody knows that you're everybody like in Teizang people, they don't expect you to how do we say, to adapt with the culture.
And they would know that we're not really being proud.
No. They would know exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for us, between the Teizang people and the other Teizang, we consider different thing. But for you as a guest or a foreigner, then we have a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is they will try to be polite towards you. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we love guests and we love foreigners. Strange, huh?
Good.
Okay, the next one. So the next one, boy mo yeah. It's like boy mo is important. Okay. So they simply ask you your reason for the reason for your visit. When you visit somebody's house and they will ask you, it's like how do we say? What's the reason for your visit? Like this. Do you have important thing to do or to say? Like this. Then they will say, "Boy mo yeah." It would be like, do you have a burning question?
Say that again, Michael. Do you have?
Okay. Do you have important reason?
Okay.
It is not a rude one, but it's a polite way of welcoming guests.
Okay.
So, for example, Phil is out, and I go to your house and I asked, okay, and I asked where's Phil and things like that, and then Celia should ask me, "Boy mo yeah, do you have any important
Okay.
important thing to say or to do.
And I will pass it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's a common way of, you see, it's very common to ask your reason, the reason for your visit
Okay.
in our culture.
So the response to that, the one you have here, Omai, is yes.
On my, yes, I do have.
So what's vai?
Sorry. Vai lam dang. Okay, vai lam dang. Vai is like case or matter. But it can. So, do you have important matter? Okay, is there any important matter? So it's like asking you the reason for your visit.
Oh, okay.
The same. Vai lam dang is something like something emergency or something important.
Mm-hmm.
It's for a reason. Okay. Do you have important reason or something emergency?
So we would probably say when we go to somebody, this is just a social visit. I've not come for anything important. Just come on. Social. Yeah.
Just a social visit. Okay. You don't have any particular reason, any specific reason, but just paying a social visit. Just visiting, just dropping by and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then remember the response. Vai lam dang. Okay, be important thing, important reason. Bel I don't have any important reasons. It's just like I'm just visiting. Okay, nothing important. Steve, do you get that?
Yep. Thank you.
Nothing important. Then okay. Nong say here. Nong say here means do you know me? Do you know me?
What would be, do you remember me? Which
Okay.
we would be likely to use.
Do you remember me or do you recognize me?
Yeah.
Nong say lai. Yeah, the next one.
Oh, you got it there. Sorry.
Do you remember me
Okay.
or do you recognize me? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have met once, okay? Then it's been a long time, so you want to make sure they still remember you or they still recognize you.
Yeah.
Nong say
That
lai.
would
Yeah.
be a useful one for us.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Yeah. I'm dumb.
Have we had nong before? Is nong a standalone word?
Sorry?
Nong, N-O-N-G. Is
Nong
that
is Nong is yeah, you and you to me. Okay, Nong is me. Say is no. So Nong say yeah, alone, separate word. Nong say yeah. Do you know me? Or do you remember me? Or do you recognize me? Then Nong say lai yeah. Lie is steal. So, do you still know me? Like this. So the answer, the response, when somebody says, "Do you know me?" and then you say, "Say ma," okay? Say ma is I know, but if you don't know, say oh seeing. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh seeing is a simple and more friendly way of saying I don't. Oh seeing, friendlier and in a more simple way and friendlier way. I don't know, or say oh seeing. You see, when somebody asks you, "Do you know this and that?" and then you reply, "Oh, not that I know of." Right? Like that. The tone is the same. Not that I know of.
So, is CO singing? Is that a general
I'm sorry.
answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know.
and would that be to any question where you don't know the answer?
Exactly. To any question you can say, "Do you know? Do you know?" Then, if you say yes, say ma. Or if you say no, I don't, then you put I'm afraid. I'm afraid I don't know. Right? I'm sorry, I don't know. Then you say see. It's very common.
So, were you pronouncing the ing?
Oh sing,
No. Oh,
sing,
sing. Oh,
oh sing, oh sing. The voice is
Say oh
going
sing.
high. Say oh
Say oh
sing.
sing. Say oh sing.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know. Say oh sing. Then when somebody asks you, "Do you remember me?" or "Do you recognize me?" the answer is say lie. Say lie ma. I still know you. I still remember you. I still recognize you. Right? And if your answer is no, then say non low. Say non-low. Oh, I don't remember. I can't remember anything. I can't recognize you. I can't remember you. It's literally, it means I no longer know you. Okay. In the past, we met and I knew you, but now I've forgotten everything. Then I no longer know you.
I think that might be a phrase I'm going to need in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
I've forgotten everything.
So say non low. So and then you see, if you are, if you want to be natural and friendly, just you can say like this. Say no sing. Use this oh sing. Okay. The daily spoken word. Oh, I don't. I have forgotten everything. Right. Say no sing. I no longer know. I don't know anymore. Like this. Oh sing. Like in English, you see, in English there are many alternatives to say something.
Mhm.
Like, do you know? I don't know, and like you can say beats me.
No clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah.
Haven't got a clue, and I haven't got the slightest idea, things like that. Or what? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So do you remember me? Nong say lai here. Say lai ma. You see, when somebody asks you whether you recognize them, whether you remember them, they are likely to ask you, "Kay aqua ka, kay aqua ka, kay aqua ka." Or some people say, le, ge kwa ka le, to make sure you remember them. Then who am I? They will ask to you. Ge kwa ka le. Who am I?
Sometimes it's safer to say nalo.
Yeah. If you don't want to make a guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be put to the test.
Ge kwa ka, they will ask you. The question will follow up. If they ask you, do you remember me nong say lai ya, and you say yes, say lai ma, and then they will follow up the question. Ge kwa ka. Who am I? Who am I then? Then you have to guess the name.
I've been there many times.
Yeah. Okay. And iki mo ngiya le. It's like, have we met before? Have we met before? Or you can ask, do I know you? Iki mo ngiya le. Your face is very familiar, but I'm not sure. So I ask you, iki mo ngiya le. You look very familiar, right? Have we met before? Then, if you are not sure, just say, "Sayo Sing." Sayo Sing. I'm not sure. I don't know. Sayo Sing. So, iki, okay. Iki mu ngei hiale. Iki mu ngei hiale. Iki mu ngei hiale. Steve, can you say the phrase?
Ikamu nagel hate le.
No.
I
Can you
can't.
can you say it again, Michael?
Yeah.
E.
Ki.
Ki
Ki.
Ki.
mu
Mu.
ngei
Ngay.
Le.
hia
Yeah.
Yeah. Le.
hia le.
Lay.
Iki mu ngei hia le. Ngei hia le.
It's that NGEI one that I struggle with.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
the sound in English. That's why. Ngei nga. Yeah,
Ngay.
that
Ngay.
nga as well. Ngei. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Iki mu ngei hia le. Hia le. Yeah. Or
Ikimu ngay. Hea le.
lei.
Le. Ikimu ngay sila. Hea le.
Iki mu ngei
Kim Mu Nhế.
Ikimu ngay.
ngai.
Ngay.
Nga.
Ikimu ngay. Hea le.
The easier way is to omit the end sound.
Okay.
Ngay.
Ikimu
Yes.
ngay. Hea le.
Yes. Gay. We
Silent.
see we have a lot of the ng sound, right? So let me write one English word. bring. How do you say this?
Bring.
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 And bring it, right?
Bring it.
Bring it. So without this, the ing sound.
Ing.
Ing.
And
It goes to
it.
ing.
When you connect the sound with the I,
Ing.
ing it, right?
Ing.
Ing it.
Ing.
The
Ing.
ing and between the ing and the t. Ngit.
Ing.
Ing.
Yes.
Ing.
Ngit.
Ing.
That ngit
Ing.
sound.
Ing.
Ngay.
Ing.
Ngay. Ngit.
Ing.
Ngay.
Ing.
Bring it. Bring it.
Ing.
Bring it. Okay. Bring it. So the combination.
Great.
This sound.
Ing.
Ngit.
Ing.
Ngit. Bring it.
Ing.
Okay. Ngit. Ngit. Ngit.
Ing. Ing.
You don't let any air from the nose. Ngit.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how. Exactly.
No air from the nose is the key.
Ngay. Ngay.
Yay.
Nay.
Yeah. Feel. You got it right.
Nay.
Ngay. Ngay.
Nay.
Ngay. It's the problem because you don't have that sound in English.
Mm.
Ngay.
Say it again, Phil. Ngay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ngay. Ngay.
Nay.
Nay.
Yay.
Nay.
That's correct.
Icky muk ngay here. Nay.
Yeah. You got it now.
Kim Mương Yay.
Iki mu ngay here le.
Yeah, lệ.
Icky muk ngay here. Nay.
Yes. Always
Okay, we can
visualize.
hear
Always visualize the sound of bring it in between. The sound right here. The sound that falls
Yeah.
right here.
Ngay.
Ngit. Bring it. Okay. Between the R sound and the T sound. Bring it. Ngit. Ngay. Tập hiện dâm.
Did you explain Seong?
Seong?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, because we had Seo Sing, which is the more friendly one, I think.
Sing is friendlier.
Mm.
Yeah.
Seo sing. You see, okay, let me write.
Seong.
Say low. Seong. Seo sing. Okay, these are all the same in meaning. Say low. I don't know, but just
Unknown caller.
Sorry.
okay. This say low is I don't know. Seong I don't know. Seo sing friendly. A friendly way of saying I don't know. And say low is not very nice to listen to. You see, when somebody asks you, do you know? And then you simply say, no. It's like saying just no.
Almost rude.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Mm.
Then this Seong is a bit friendlier than Selo. And Seo Sing is
Friendly.
the friendliest one among this.
Seo Sing.
Seo Sing, please stress the sound a little bit longer.
Seo
Sing, sing,
Seo Sing.
here.
Seo Sing.
No. S-I-I-N-G. Sing.
Sing.
Seo Sing.
Seo Sing.
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 Sing. Sing.
Sing.
Sing.
Sing.
Sing.
Seo
Seo
Sing.
Sing. Yeah, exactly. Rhoda, you got it correct.
So you're seeing.
Yeah, that's it.
You're seeing.
Now you got the accent.
We've got to put sound like, yeah.
You're seeing.
So you're seeing.
Yeah.
This will work, Michael, for things like I don't understand, Dello or sing.
Oh yeah. In every negative response.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, seeing. And okay, let's go on to the next one. Nahoy tekuhia. Nahoy tekuhia is similar to asking, it's like asking how are you? How is everybody?
How are we?
How is how is everybody? Okay, nahoy tekuhia. And the response would be Oi, tek ma. Okay, we all are fine. Okay, we all are fine. Nahoy tekuhia. Is everybody okay? Well, is everybody? How is everybody? How is everyone?
So tech.
Tech is every
Oh,
every one of you. Okay, every one of you. Tech. Or it can be each one, everyone, each one. Then, so when somebody asks you, how is everyone? Then you say, oh, we're all fine, and you add, and you, what about you, right? Then you go on with question, nowhere. How about you?
So
Here,
would you, if someone says damo, would you say down noe?
no is the plural. So
Okay.
if you want to ask someone, you can say nange, and you. Let me write. Okay. Then nowhere. Oh, sorry. And you nowhere.
So you'd say damo, dam, nange,
Nange.
dam nange, dam nange.
Yes. Pause a little in between
Yeah.
dam and nange.
It's nice to have something else other than dam to respond to.
No.
Respond with.
nange.
When you respond with dam only, then you want to say how you are, but you don't care anybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful to know.
And then the next one, nadam zel uhia. It's the same. Nadam zel uhia. It's the same as how is everyone? Like how have you been, right? How have you been? Tony, do you ask how have you been in English? Do you use that phrase?
Yeah, you will do if you haven't seen someone for a while normally.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly. Because you haven't seen them for a while, then yes. Oh, how have you been?
Mm.
This can be plural or singular. Nadam zero ya. Then the response would be dam ma ung a. Dam ma ung a. And they can say dam zel ma ung a. Dam zel ma ung a. So this zel shows the situation, the state from the past until now, right? Dam zel ma ung a.
So that means we're well.
Yeah, we're well. We're
So
fine.
far.
We've been well.
Yes. Dam zel ma ung a.
That like us saying so far? Been well so far?
Yeah, so far
Yeah.
so good.
Up till now? Yeah.
So far so good.
Yeah.
Or you can say
Yeah.
couldn't have been better.
Did you put them at the end? Thank you.
No,
You don't need to. Okay.
don't need to. But in English you say thank you, right?
Yeah.
When somebody asks you.
Yeah.
Because you love Thanksgiving. Just kidding.
Okay.
No, it's true.
It is true.
You know the
Yeah.
English very well, but
Yeah. Have a lot of experience that way.
Yeah.
You can sometimes simply say what? Can't complain.
Okay.
Okay. So when somebody asks you Nadam Zelu, yeah, how have you been? Oh, we have been good. Nam Zel Ma Ong E. It's like the English, like this.
Mm.
um,
Yeah. Nam Zel Ma Ong E. Nam Zel Ma Ong E. And the other one is like a leave-taking phrase. It would be, I better get going.
Mm.
I better get going. Or I must be leaving. I must be going. By the way, Tony, let me ask you one English phrase I know. I'm not sure whether you use it in daily. So long.
Sure.
Sure. When do you use it for leave taking?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye for now.
I got it right.
Yeah.
I know a song about that.
It's a bit
Oh,
kind
well.
of cowboyish, isn't it? What cowboys would say. I don't think I would use it.
Oh yeah. I think it originated in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas English.
I'd use it on the phone. I wouldn't use
Oh.
it face to face.
Oh yeah. For phone chatting.
Yeah. So long.
So long.
Yeah.
And they will say get long.
Yeah.
So long and get long.
Mm.
The same. A response to so long?
No, you'd end up with something like, see you soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cheers.
So well.
Bye for now.
Yeah, it might repeat the same thing. So long, and the response would be so long.
Ah,
Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheerio.
cheerio. Okay.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Cheerio. Okay, and then by foot tong okay? Then the response is he, hen, o, le. And
He and
like, he, hen, o, le. And let it be. Yeah. It's simply translated, let it be.
Let it be.
Yeah, you
You know a
agree.
song about that too?
You agree to their leave-taking phrase. Oh, I better get going. Then you say, oh yes, good.
Okay,
We'd say okay.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, at last.
at last.
Steve
But
would.
in Teizang, he had no let it be. The original meaning. Let it be. It's like amen.
I
Amen
was
to
just
that.
about to say that. Would there be an alternative to amen? We only ever hear amen, I think.
Alternative, yeah. This one is the alternative to amen.
Yeah.
In Teizang. Yeah, no let.
Oh, that's interesting.
So would anyone ever actually say that at the end of a prayer?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mm.
Just at the end of a prayer, you are supposed to say amen.
Okay.
It's just in the daily use.
Mhm. But it means the same thing. But
Yeah, the same.
let it be. Yeah.
Let it be.
You know, le.
He had ole.
He has.
So he had no.
He has.
So here, remember.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We connect the sound here. Had no.
No, he
Ole.
had no le.
He had no le.
He had no le.
Especially when somebody says, "I better get going." Then you say, "Oh, okay." He had no le.
But if you do a word by word assembly of Baifotonge, Pai is to go.
Pai is go. Pot
Pot is
just.
just.
Tong is will. Will. Tong I will just go.
So literally, it's I will just go.
Or I might as well go. I might as well go. I will just go. The word by word translation, but when you put together all this, then it becomes I better get going. I must be going. And
Tongue on its own, is that a word?
tong is the future word. Will.
I heard that before. We do that a moment ago.
Will.
Well, it was Siang, wasn't it? Tomorrow. Okay.
Ninjiang Pai Tong I will go tomorrow. Like this. And the next one. Ki ho le zel tong Ki ho le zel tong it's like let's keep in touch. Keep in touch.
How are you? Don't tell me.
Ki ho le zel. Ki ho le.
Yeah.
Ki ho le
Yo
zel
le
tong
se tonge. Keyhole le se tonge.
Zel tong
They're like keyhole. Keyhole le se tonge.
Keyhole so tongue.
le zel. Ki ho le zel tong
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 Keyhole le se tonge. Zel. Keyhole Cái hồ lê giao phong ấy.
Tong A. Tong A.
Okay. Okay.
Cái hồ lê giao phong ấy. Phong ấy.
And let's keep in thought. Then the answer is yes. Ole, Ive. Yes, good. Okay. Ole and Ive. Ive is also a kind of yes. Agreeing to someone, agreeing with somebody. Then you say, Ive. Yes, okay.
Again, that could be confusing to us because I is no as well.
Mhm.
So Ive sounds, yeah. We have to listen carefully.
So here, this is no. The sound ends suddenly.
Yeah.
But is going, fading slowly. Ive is no. It sounds very rough, or kind of like abrupt, right?
Abrupt. Yeah.
Abrupt. Yeah. I is and no, and I is you stress the sound, and it fades slowly. Slowly die down. Ive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's curious, isn't it? The words sound very similar but mean the opposite.
Yeah. Later, we will discuss similar sound, different meanings. We'll see what happens next. But not for today, because it might be very confusing. So, Kimu le tong eh. Kimu le tong. Hey, Tony, I suppose you know what it means.
I'd want to be saying, let's see each other again.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
See you again. See you again. Yeah, not later.
Not
But
later.
it can also mean later, but sometime without later. You see, when you say see you later, then you expect them to see again quite soon.
Not so much in English now. Yeah, it's just it's a goodbye, really. That's all it means.
Yeah, goodbye. When somebody says see you later, and then it means you don't need to expect them to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. People say it, you walk away from it, you say, no, I won't.
It's actually confusing.
Yeah, a lot of English learners get confused with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say see you later.
When you say see you later, then they expect to see you again quite soon.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't expect that way.
No.
I know what it means. It's like when you go shopping and then to the market, okay, the hard market, and you are asking about the shirt and the price, and you say, oh, I'll come back later, and it means you will never come again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Kimule Tonge, see you again, okay, or maybe later.
Ole.
But if you really mean you will see that the person again quite soon, then you say Dan Jiang.
Yeah.
Dan Jiang. Dan Jiang means in a few moments, in a minute. Okay, this Dan Jiang is shortly, in a minute, in a few moments, or shortly. We'll see again shortly. Or we'll see again in a minute. Then when you say danjiang, it means you really mean it. And if you don't use danjiang, if you don't say this, then kimule tonge is like a kind of goodbye. And the response is the same, ole or aive. Steve, do you get that?
Ole.
Ole. Okay, then I will read out. Okay, from the beginning. Then you can listen to the recording later.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me start. Ong luto or ong tumo. Then the response is ole or ong ludatong man mo ing. And the next one, ong kong di ve or ong ho ve. And the response, bai nang nei lying. Bai phot mai tong. And the next one, ong ho ve. And the response, ni dang chiang ong ho tong e. And the next one, intek te na om hiya. Then the response is om ma ong e, ong luto, or ong lut vo. Then kwa teng om nei vua. The response is go teng omung e, go teng omung e. And then the next one, anu min ong kungo. And the next one, na inu hoi sele, na inu, na in u, na inu hoi sele. Hi ing hia, lung na mei. Hi ing hia, lung na mei. And the next one, na inu nuam sie. Hi mo, lung na mei. Hi mo is the same as is that so. And poi mo om hia. Sorry, HIA. Please add one A. Poi mo om hia. Poi mo om hia. Poi mo om hia.
Mhm.
And the response is omoe. Om-o-a becomes omoe. Omoe. And the next one, vailam dang om hia. Vailam dang om hia. And the response would be alam dang pibel omoe. Alam dang pibel omoe. And then nong se hia. Then the response is teima or seo sing. Seo sing. Seo sing. Then the next one, nong se lai hia. Nong se lai hia. And the response, say lai, say non lo. And the next one, ikimunge hiale. Ikimunge hiale. The response, sayong. And the next one, nahoy teku hia. Nahoy teku hia. Nahoy teku hia. And the response is, hoy tek maunge. Hoy tek maunge. No way. No way. And the next one, nadam zelu hia. Nadam zelu hia. And the response is dam maunge. Dam maunge. And next one, pai phot tonge. Pai phot tonge. And the response is he he no le. He he no le. Then the next one, ki ho le zel tong e. Ki ho le zel tong e. And the response, ole or aive. And the next one, kimule tong e. Kimule tong e. Tong e. Tong e. Kimule tong e. And the response, ole or aive. Okay,